So I knew this was coming. I knew, but I have no idea what is inside this box. So it's the first impressions and unboxing of the mystery axe. I guess this is catching on because I've done a video like this before and I felt like I was getting trolled. That one worked out really well, but I got a feeling that we're actually going to get trolled on this one.
It's inevitable. We should just accept our fate.
I think it's coming, Dave. So without further ado, let's get into the unboxing of whatever's inside
If pictures of someone wearing a pink thong dancing in a bar parking lot are in there,
I can only imagine.
That's not me.
I got a strange feeling that this is going to turn into some kind of series where you guys out there send me all these crazy axes, hatchets, and tomahawks to throw, which I appreciate, and I'm going to throw the heck out of this, whatever it is, but I got a feeling we're going to get trolled at some point. I got this feeling. Okay. I already see what it is, but there is a note in here, and I'm going to read it for you guys. Wes, I've seen many people throw this, and when I saw this again online, I knew I had to send it to Midgard Axe to throw. Not trolling, just want you to show us what you got. Thanks, Luca. P.S. Thank Dave for his coordination with this. You knew about this?
I can neither confirm or deny that statement. No pictures though, right?
I should have known. Should have known Dave was going to be part of this. I've seen this before. I have. And it looked a little gimmicky to me. It did. I'm not gonna lie. And here it is, guys. I know exactly what it is. The Cold Steel Templar X. Templar X. Now I know there's two versions of this. The Templar is one that doesn't have holes cut out, and it's similar, but it's a little different. This one here is supposed to be a little lighter. So let's take it out of the box and see what it's got to offer. But before we do that, I'm going to send it over to Dave. He's going to give you the specs on the Cold Steel Templar X, and then we're going to come back, take it out of the box or the package, and I'm going to give you guys my first impressions on it.
I have us framed by Loki,
Whew.
and you all know it. Whatever. Let's talk about this Templar X, which reminds me of the Halbert Edward II try to spike my head on. But I'll say this, his wife's carpet matched the drapes. The Templar X is made from 1065 high-carbon spring steel, mixing a shuriken and hurlbat look in the design. From the top axe head spike to the knob spike, the Templar measured at 13.5 inches. We also weighed the Templar, and on our scale, we got 1 pound and 1 ounce. The main cutting edge has a length of 3.5 inches, which, if you didn't know, is the scale of a Goliath spider, or the disappointed feeling a woman gets after a Tinder date. As you can see, the handle has holes cut in, with a spike at the bottom of the knob. You guys have eyes, right? I'm not sure why Wes makes me narrate obvious stuff to you all. For all of Odin, just look at the screen. This axe reminds me of the Blade movie with Wesley Snipes. He has that cool sword that when someone else holds his sword, it cuts their hand off. I'm curious if that same scenario will play out here with Wes when axe throwing. Please come back for part 2 and find out. I honestly can't wait to see.
This is one of those packagings that looks really easy to get into, but it's not. I'm sure you guys know all about this packaging. I think you guys troll me more on the packaging than you do on the actual axes you send me to throw. Jeez Louise, man. Look at this little thing. I will say I've seen this before. I have. I'm not going to pretend like I haven't seen it. I've seen it. And I've actually seen like 2 videos of people throwing this. Now the reason why, I'm just going to be honest with you up front, why I have not bought it was because of this, the knob down here. As you can see, we have a spike at the knob. So essentially what you can do with this is pretty much stand wherever you want and throw it, and you're probably going to get it to stick. Whether it be a bit strike or the top of the axe head, the spike on the back, or even the knob. Now the reason why I kind of shied away from buying this is because of the way that I throw. I utilize knobs.
Oh yeah? That's what she said.
Whatever, Dave. Whenever I go to throw axes, I put the knob in my hand a certain way to throw it. And I was kind of concerned that when I released this out of my hand, it was gonna cut me. So we're gonna have to throw it and find out in the second video, but that was the first thing that I noticed when I looked at it, was the spike down here at the bottom. And it is a little sharp down here on the tip of the knob, so there is that. You do have some relief cuts in here to kind of take out some weight. And guys, I tell you, if you wanted to, you could probably, if you can try, get some hardened drill bits, you could probably put some more holes going up the handle to lighten it up even more if you wanted to. It would probably be fairly simple to do. And you know, you can kind of mod it however you want. I do like the fact that it has a nice size cutting edge on the front, right there from the toe to the heel there. It looks pretty daggone big, you know, for what this is. I do like it has a little bit of a beard there. It's a cool looking design. And the cutting edge is a little different because it kind of comes to a point, then goes back down towards the heel. So you do have a little bit of a cutting, you have a little bit of a like tapering right in this area. It looks a little strange, but cool at the same time. You do get a spike up here at the top that's sharp. You do get a spike where the spike's supposed to be, which is sharp. And then it kind of goes down into this weird looking design. Now I did think too, other than the knob, I thought it might be a little gimmicky. But I watched a couple people throw it and it looked like they had a lot of fun with it. And as you guys know, when it comes to doing reviews or it comes to axe throwing, whether it's a tomahawk, a hatchet, a tactical axe, a bushcraft axe, whatever, my main thing about throwing axes is that, did I have fun throwing it? That has to be up there on the list for me to say it's great. And I've seen a lot of people say that this is a lot of fun. So thanks, Luca, I really appreciate it. I don't think he was trolling me, but I think I can do a lot with this when it comes to axe throwing. I think I can pull off some really cool throws without having to practice because you have so many sticking edges on here. So you can pull off all kinds of throws, just speculating here, with this, standing kind of anywhere you want, which makes for a lot of fun. You don't have to think a lot. You can just pay attention to your release and get the thing to stick into the target, which is really cool. That's something I'm really looking forward to in part 2 throwing this. As you can see there, Cold Steel, made in China. So it is made in China. And you know, I'm just kind of looking at it and taking it all in because I've never held one of these or seen one, you know, in person before. So there is that. As far as the edge goes, there's no edge up here at all. There's no edge back here on the spike. And the edge that comes on the cutting edge is pretty dull. It really is. You get like a chisel grind. You know, it's not a hard manufacturer's grind, but it's more of a chisel grind like this. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in, thin the cheeks down right in here where this line is, thin it down, make it nice and thin in here, give it my own edge for axe throwing, and I think we're good. I will say that the edge that comes on it, the profile isn't bad, so I won't have to spend too much time getting the edge that I think will work really good for this when it comes to axe throwing. So let's do a few tests on it. Weight distribution. I mean, I can almost tell you right off the bat it's going to be head heavy. Okay, I can almost tell you. Yeah, sorry. Rotating towards the head, so that means we have a head heavy thing. I don't know what you call this, axe, throwing axe, whatever you want to call it. Let's do a rotation test. Now, I will say, if you guys see my rotation test before, I'm usually right. And I've proved it here. To see if it's gonna wobble in the air, I do this test. It's gonna be kind of hard because this is so thick. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to put my finger not all the way to the end because it's gonna give me a false reading. It's going to fall straight down, okay? But if I pull my finger in just a little bit, it's gonna flip over, okay? So that tells me that it should fly true in the air. I think we're gonna get a little wobble at distance, but it's not gonna be anything uncontrollable. So I should be able to take this thing back to quadruple rotations, which is pretty far back, and throw it for accuracy and consistency and do some crazy stuff with this, because I'm gonna get crazy with this one, guys, and I'm gonna get crazy at distance too. This one's gonna be a lot of fun to throw. First impressions on this, I think it's cool. I am a little concerned about this handle. It's a little thin, okay? I don't like how thin it is. So, you know, that's gonna play a factor in being accurate at distance. Up close, I think you're fine, but I think getting back for distance, you got a lot of play in it. So what I might have to do is I might have to build the handle up right here with maybe some grip tape or something, maybe some, you know, tennis racket grip tape that's kind of thick that'll build it up and give me a better grip and release for distance too. I am curious to see how well this knob's gonna play into my axe throwing and if I'm gonna get any cuts on my hands or not. That's gonna play a factor in it too. So what I might end up having to do is I'm gonna throw it before I make my review, maybe once or twice. And if this thing starts cutting me, I might have to cut it off. I don't really care about knob strikes anyway. I normally don't get them very much, but this right here would be awesome. So we'll see. I'll come back in part 2 and you'll see what I've done to it or haven't done to it. But I'm gonna throw it for the people on Patreon a couple times and give them an idea of what's going on. And if you don't know, come over to Patreon. We got one. It's $1 a month. You can get into free giveaways and all that, and you'll see behind the scenes stuff, like talking about this a little bit more before the next video. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the Templar X by Cold Steel. It looks pretty fun to throw at the very least. And thanks, Luca. I really appreciate you sending me this. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun to throw, and I think Dave's excited to see what I can do with it.
You're going to throw a random fruit set on top of my head, aren't you? Great.
Thanks for everything everybody does to make this channel what it is, and let me know what you think of the Cold Steel Templar X. If you got one, if you throw one, put it in the comment section. Curious to know. Come back for part 2. And remember, it's always for the love of these axes, hatchets, and tomahawks. But until next time, see ya.
What in the hell do you think you're doing?
You know, you got a lot to say. Why don't you want to try it?
You idiot, you do realize you could be summoning Valkyries down to start Ragnarok?
You're not going to call anything down, Davey. I'm still practicing. I know it probably doesn't sound the best, but I'm going to get really good with it. And we'll incorporate it in some of the videos somehow, a cool intro, I don't know. We'll do something. Maybe with some of these crazy axes, hatchets, and tomahawks you guys are sending me to review. The mystery unboxings, we'll put this in it somehow, you know, as a signal that we're doing the video or something. I don't know.
That's literally the worst idea you've ever had on this channel.
You come up with no ideas. I come up with all the ideas, just so you guys know, and then he sits back and tells me what's good and what's not. Most of the time, they're not good ideas.
When Fenrir shows up to bite both our butts, I'll make sure to tell him it was you who called.
See you guys.